Hi, this is Keith Norby with NetApp. We're live at the floor of VMworld 2019 in Europe in lovely Barcelona. Today we've got Veeam with us, one of our key partners in the data protection space. The topic is how you modernize your data protection in a multi-cloud world. I have Michael Cade, the one and only from Veeam, and we're focused on kind of a simple 1, 2, 3 step for modernizing data protection. First is get to snapshot-driven API data protection. Find a way to benefit from the Veeam plus NetApp for secondary storage, and then get it to a data fabric and multi-cloud with the help of Veeam. Walk us through kind of what you guys are doing at the show and how you help fulfill those simple 1, 2, 3 steps.
Yeah, so I think our focus, as is probably everyone that we're speaking to, is around data and backing up that data. We're sticking with the line of backup. I think from a Veeam and NetApp point of view, it's around how do we leverage that awesome ONTAP snapshot to give us the application consistency, but also that really fast recovery point objective. I think on top of that, then we've got the orchestrated replication using SnapMirror over to a secondary site. We announced last week around Veeam Availability Orchestrator and the exclusive integration with NetApp SnapMirror. I think also we've got a huge release coming in the beginning of 2020 around NAS backup. Which we're also looking at Azure NetApp files, but also all of those on-premises NAS solutions that you guys have got out there over the years. So I think that's really the focus of this week, as well as some other cool little intricacies around VM snapshotless. So think about the really high I/O workloads that you're pushing onto NetApp. Is how do we do that without taking a VMware snapshot, but we're still leveraging the cool ONTAP snapshot or element snapshot underneath to really drive home that tight recovery point objective. How fast can we take that back up, but also how fast can we recover back from that as well?
Great. And you guys are so different in the VMware space. You guys have a lot of strength, which is why you're at this show. You guys don't have to stun VMs, and you've built Orchestrator around that. You guys have been a great partner from our perspective. And NetApp has platforms that help give you places to store the data. We've got really fast and optimized storage with E-Series. We have FAS that will give you deduplication, a bunch of data services, multi-protocol, as we all know, as well as we have StorageGrid for object storage. And so as we take this to data fabric into multi-cloud, just maybe one last little point about how you really do that with Veeam. How do you make this into a data fabric and into multi-cloud?
Yeah, so our front-end production ONTAP integration is generally what we see first and foremost with our customers. We've had that integration for the last 4 or 5 years. So that's the ability to orchestrate the snapshot, back up from that storage snapshot, use something called on-demand sandbox from the storage snapshot, which is allowing us to leverage the flex clone technology to spin up an isolated environment, but on production performance storage, but also be able to orchestrate that SnapMirror or SnapVault to a secondary. So that's been there for the last 4 or 5 years. And then I think, so NAS backup that's come in, and then you've also got us being able to land to an E-Series fast, or even to an ONTAP system. More in Europe, I see that a lot more of our customers are, they've got all-flash FAS for their production array, but then they've also got FAS for their backup. Yeah. Because then that gives you all the snapshot functionality, some really cool stuff around ransomware protection where we can drive the snapshot process, and then tier that off with our cloud tier off into S3 compatible storage, which is where StorageGrid comes in. So we can then drop it there or to AWS S3 or to Microsoft Azure Blob. So there's an end-to-end, truly end-to-end solution that we have from a Veeam and NetApp perspective.
That's fantastic. So again, our great partner Veeam with NetApp at the floor of VMworld 2019.